So have it right, up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Hope everyone is doing good today. It's a very quick one. First and foremost, like the video. Very important to like the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, guys. We've got the membership scheme. We've got previous videos down below in the description. Big up to every single one of you. This one's, the brown envelopes have pumped out down the timeline. I think it's Daily Mail about Inter Milan being very unhappy or having their doubts about the cement-booted rat Lukaku, that he's overweight, he's injured. They're pumping down it now. They're shoving this down to try and possibly force our loaned player back to Chels. But it's a very simple message from me personally. A very simple message, I'm sure, from all the proper Chels fans out there, that cement booted rat, that pizza eating, pasta loving, overweight lump, not welcome back at Chelsea. He's just not welcome. Any Chelsea fan or any content creator that is going to push the narrative to bring back this guy into Potter's Chelsea needs to look at themselves very, very hard in the mirror and question their loyalty to the club, because the club is always number one. No player's bigger than the club, all right? No matter what the situation is. But there is no way that this guy can come back to Chelsea. I don't give a shit what you do with him. Sell him for 20 million for all I care. Cut your losses. Get rid of the guy. The guy's a lamppost. We might as well put in cement a lamppost at the bridge every time he's on the team sheet. Yeah? You might as well do that. Because the gee's a lamppost. Look at Aubameyang banging in goals for fun. He's got movement. He's got class. He's clinical. This guy is useless. He runs, like I say, with cement in his boots. The geezer's he's just not, his time is up. Let's remind everyone what he did. He went and ratted our football club. He disrespected Thomas Tuchel, his teammates, the club, Roman Abramovich, who paid 100 million. Why did he pay 100 million for that? Crying out loud, what a waste of money. But the bottom line is, this guy has laid his bed, he's got a lie in it, mate. Lie in that shit that you made. Yeah? Because you went on Sky Italia. That's what he went and done. He knew exactly what he was doing. Threw his toys out the pram. Thought the player power would be the ticket, the golden ticket to get him get Tuchel sacked so that he can play his minutes. But at the end of the day, he's struggling in Serie A Pensioners League, so it's a no-go. I don't want to hear anyone propping this geezer. If you're propping this geezer, I will call you out. It's as simple as that. Also, Klopp crying his eyes out. Oh, City are the best team in the world. They've got the best striker now. And he's saying that City have got the best striker when he's gone and spent 85 million breaking the record for Liverpool on Nunez. Klopp, you've just mudded your own striker, mate. Well done, fella. We're all for it. You can't compete with that. There's three clubs in world football that can do whatever they want. In other words, they can spend whatever they want. There's more than three clubs, yeah? There's more than three clubs. We know PSG. We know Manchester City. We know Manchester United have got the money. Real Madrid under the radar, but they got money. They just pull out from their government leaders, yeah, and their president and that, and he just pumps money in whenever. And they'll probably go and pump it for Mbappe and still go and sign another 4 players. You've also got, obviously, what's their names? Barcelona, yeah. So I'm going to break it down. That the net spend over the last decade, all right, it goes Man United 1.1 billion, Manchester City 987 million. You got PSG 940, Barcelona 650, Arsenal 583 million. Can you believe that? Arsenal spent 583 million, and look where they are. They bottled top 4 last year. They spent a lot of money. Super Mick Arteta, he's there doing nothing. They're going on a good run and everyone's blowing their trumpet and they're lighting their cigars. But the downfall is on its way, people. Don't you worry about that. And then Chelsea are 10th. 413 million. Let's have it right. And then now you've got the big spenders, Newcastle. And Klopp's crying. They can just go out and spend whatever they want. Listen, there's brown envelopes from Manchester City flying all over the gaff. PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Look at Barcelona's transfer window. Look at them. They're all in the mud. They're not even going to qualify for Champions League knockout stages. How's that going for you lot? Oh, well, what a shame. But the thing is, right, Klopp's moaning that, oh, they're spending all this money in that. Let's remind everyone he spent 65 million on Alisson. He broke the record for Nunez at 85 million. He spent, 75 million for Virgil van Dijk. Yeah. But they're not there in the net spend because they've sold players like Coutinho, 81 million, and other players that they've sold, and they've got good money for them, yeah? But the point is they've still spent the money, all right? Apparently, they had the 3 best central defenders in world football, the best goalkeeper in world football, and this geezer's crying they're not the best team in the world, it's Manchester City, yeah? Manchester City, they will... Eventually, they're going to drop points. They're not just going to keep winning. It's not like that. You've got the World Cup, you've got injuries, you've got a lot of factors that are going to come into play. But they are the strongest team, don't get me wrong. But to call them the best team in the world, I get that they're going to play them tomorrow and it's all mind games. But for me, 7-1, Liverpool won, 7-1. Let's have it right. And I said to everyone, don't sleep on Liverpool. If they go and beat Manchester City, they're going to go on a run. They'll go on a run. So this is sort of like trying to take the pressure off. And listen, let's have it right. They can spend whatever they want, these clubs. Yeah, we can to an extent, but we're doing it within the rule book. These lot, Manchester City, paying Haaland almost $1 million a week under the radar. Loads of money in brown envelopes going to Alfie Haaland and Mino Raiola. The release clause of whatever it was, 62 million to Dortmund, that's all you hear about. But in reality, that is a mega deal. No one speaks about that. When it's Chelsea, it's broadcasted. How much we spent, every fine detail is let out. Because we know there's a campaign against Chels. Yeah, we know that. So at the end of the day, we will compete. Chelsea will compete. I ain't got a doubt of that. We can go and blow money if we want, and we're well within our rights and within financial fair play. But when it comes to Manchester City, it's Newcastle can get away with it. But Manchester City, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona, they get away with it all. Corrupt FCs, mate. Absolute corrupt FCs. The way they do it is just no one questions it. But when it's a club like Chelsea, everyone's ready to hammer us in the media, yeah? So I just wanted to land that, really. But yeah, Lukaku, you're not welcome, son. Don't even think about it. I don't want to even have a discussion about it. There's no discussion. All the Chelsea fans will not forget what he'd done. And at the end of the day, for me, he's a bigger rat than Courtois, and that's a bold statement. But for me, he's the biggest rat at Chelsea ever in history. And he's shocking footballer. Won't offer Potter anything. You think he's going to move like Aubameyang? You're dreaming, bruv. Aubameyang's absolutely clear of this guy. Absolutely clear of this guy. So we'll see what happens. And hopefully, like I say, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool I expect to get beat, but you never know. You'll fall off a cliff. You so-called big London clubs, yeah, but you're not. You're small, and Chelsea are the biggest club in London. London is blue, so I think they just need to throw those cigars in the bin, boys. You know what I mean? This is a man's game, and Chelsea know all about winning. You lot, bottle jobs, you ain't got anything in your locker. But continue your 9-game run. Well done, But the bottom line is, Chelsea are right up there, and let's have it right. Hopefully, we can give old Slippy Gerrard the old sack and get him out of management, because he's a shocking manager, really. You can do it in the Scottish League with the best team in the Scottish League. But come to the Premier League, you go and sign Coutinho, and you got Ollie Watkins, who's a decent player. You fall out with Mings and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you're not doing very well. And Super Frank is all right, mate. Super Frank's still in the job. You know, he's still doing wonders. And he's got arguably a worse team. So let's get him sacked. And maybe Klopp gets sacked. And we can bring Stevie Gerrard to Liverpool and have a lovely romantic reunion. And it's all lovely. Yeah, all rosy for me. But anyway, guys, big up to every single one of you. Up the Chels, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. We know London is blue. Chelsea, we're going to go and do it all, mate, under Potter. Let's land the Minerals. And also, before I go, let's land it. We're still waiting for the Reece James scan. We don't know what's going on. Brown envelopes, you're waffling. The gaffer's mudded you, and I'm all for that. Kante, he's out for a while. He misses the World Cup. Potentially, Reece James could miss the World Cup if the injuries are bad, and I really hope that's not the case because he's clear of Trent. He's clear of Walker, who's also out. Walker's also out. You know, what England are going to be in a pickle as well. So, what's going to happen, guys? We have to see. We'll have to see. But hopefully Potter says, no, I don't want Lukaku, mate. I don't need cement. I can go to B&Q and get a ton of it if I need. I don't really want that in the dressing room. Ain't got the room, really. So he's better off staying at in the Pensioners League. So that is what it is, guys. But anyway, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's have it right. Have a great day. And most importantly, like and put your comments down below. Big up to every single one of you. See you soon.